there's a Planned Parenthood clinic that's actually a mile away from this building, and I asked you, what can the black community do to really stop that, or like, is there a way for the black community that do they have? Is there a method that we could do to possibly shut down the clinic, or maybe convince other women who are going to the clinic who are planning on having an abortion? Like, what are your thoughts?
Well, the process first, you have to inform the African American community specifically, but the community at large, that first, who is Planned Parenthood? Where are they? Why are they there? And then as you inform, then you educate the people about the agenda of Planned Parenthood. Now, Planned Parenthood often says that they offer many services and they're so good for women. And as you begin to examine that, then you can just ask the question back. Well, if what you do is good for women, you kill the women's babies, and sometimes your procedures kill the mothers or make them sick. So, how is that good? And then Planned Parenthood would say, well, we offer health care. And then you say, well, is health care supposed to heal people? Does abortion kill people? And then Planned Parenthood would say that's not our primary objective. That's just a very small part of what we do. And then you ask Planned Parenthood, then how did you become America's largest abortion provider?
Wow.
And then you can go ahead and ask why they get over $1 million per day through Title 10 of our tax dollars. And if your agenda is not abortion, then how are so many people dying at the hands of Planned Parenthood? And you can get this information out the best way, of course, is what we're doing, social media. That's absolutely excellent because people can see that in 140 characters or less, and sound bites and images and memes. And it is so shocking. And so then people will say, oh, that can't be true. A whole lot of old, rich white people, especially men, made this up. And then you could point to many women, including myself, who've had abortions, who were harmed by the abortions and are missing children. One thing that pastors will often say, and pastors will say, well, our members just don't do that. Well, then you will say, well, sir, maybe they just don't tell you they do that. So these are the types of things, but you have to first become informed and educated. Then you're activated to be able to answer. And as this happens, to support pregnancy care centers, and those are places that help the mom and the dad to make a decision for life. And you support that. You support legislators who will vote for life and who will write bills for life and all of those types of things. I always say that the greatest weapon is prayer and praise and worship. And as you pray and you worship, you hear from God and you get your instructions. So that's one way to effectively address and stop Planned Parenthood's agenda.
Mm.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have any thoughts they'd like to interject in there?
I'd just like to add, and it's along the lines of what you were saying right at the end. Um, Not too far from here, my church regularly prays in front of a clinic, and there's
What kind of clinic? A Planned Parenthood
it's
clinic?
Miramar's women's something. That's the way they tend to put it.
Empowerment clinic.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that's what they do is
Abort babies?
yes,
Okay.
they cut short the life of babies, and what just simply going out to pray. The more we can get there, the better. The sad thing is, I'm the only African American out there that's
Wow.
praying. And very often there are just a few men that are praying. Everybody I've seen go into over the last 2.5, 3 years, everyone I've seen go in for services has been black, except for there's been a couple of Latin women, and I remember 2 white women, and they both were brought there by a brother.